Hello there, sir. Ron calling from First Extended Service Corporation. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Great, thank you. I understand you had sent an email to our complaints department about your claim. Is that right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so just to confirm I've got the correct person, can you just give me an overview of what the claim was for?
It was for an engine problem that I had in Colorado, where we were broken down for 5 days.
Okay. Yeah, and I've got...
You got a claim number, right?
Yeah, it's the claim number starting 1781, is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, okay. So, sir, I've reviewed the claim for you today, and unfortunately I have had to deny this claim.
Why is that?
So according to my records, it looks like you were out of state. You were in Colorado.
That's correct.
And we get a lot of people putting in, spurious claims that just happen to break down in Colorado, because of the new drug laws. You can do all the drugs there legally, and it's been a big thing. We're getting lots and lots of these claims.
You have all the documentation that shows that I was broken down. You got pictures. You got everything.
Yeah. It's very convincing, sir. But obviously, we get hundreds of these claims every day, and it's just a very convenient place to
I did not break down on purpose, I'll guarantee you.
Lucas.
Okay.
I was just driving through Colorado, not going there.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is, sir, I've checked the data log on the vehicle, which we get sent a copy of, and I have evidence to believe there may have been a woman driving the vehicle, at least some of the time.
No, not at all. My wife never drives the vehicle. I'm the only one that drives it.
Thank goodness. Okay, well, that can sometimes be inaccurate, but the main thing is, look, I mean, I'm your kind of, claim analyst here, so it's my job to look at it. If you're not happy, it would have to be escalated to a supervisor, but as your claims manager, I can tell you there's no way that we're going to buy that you broke down for 5 days and you just happen to be in a state that just legalized all drugs. That's...
What? You have all the documentation, though, that shows that I was there, that I was broken down. When I came in there, you can call the place where I broke down. You could call the tow truck company that had to haul me off the side of the road.
Even the police came.
Even the police. You can even check with the police because they check with us.
Okay.
We were broken down on the side of the road.
Okay.
I had to wait 6 hours for me to be towed to a campground because it was on Labor Day weekend.
Yes, no, I can see all the information.
It would work on. Nobody would even look at the vehicle.
Okay.
So we had to then be towed 32 miles to Center, Colorado, which was the closest place for them to repair the thing. It snowed the day we got there, 6 to 8 inches of snow. They couldn't work on it. They couldn't get the parts, anything. We then had to, he worked on it because he has to take underneath the bed to get to the engine. He had to... we had to go to a motel for 4 nights.
Yeah, and it's just all very convenient, is it, that all of this led to you getting a 5-day bender over in Colorado? So we get this day
No.
I
don't know where you're getting this idea from. We were broken down. We were on our way back from a 2-month trip.
We get thousands of these claims, and we use a very advanced algorithm to detect when somebody is, not quite on the up and up.
What kind of algorithm would that be when I gave you all the documentation?
We're 70-year-old people. We don't do drugs. What's the matter with you? We're on our way home from a trip.
I can see that you're not happy with my decision, so if you want...
No, not at all. Not at all. And I'm not happy with how long it's taken you to even decide on this.
Okay, so if you can settle down for a moment, what I was going to say was I'd like to pass this on to one of my senior underwriters who may be able to overturn the decision. Do you think you can calm down long enough for me to do that?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay. There is no need to yell at me, sir. I'm only doing my job here, okay? Just bear with me.
You're not your job. You're making a decision which is a fucked up decision.
You're accusing us of something.
You're accusing of me using drugs.
Please, sir, I don't know what drugs you've taken, but calm down and let me get my supervisor, okay? Would that be all right?
That'd be fine.
Okay. Fucking dickheads.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold.
Good evening. This is Kathy. How may I help you?
Kathy, I was passed on to you from whoever that was.
Hi, how may I help you today, sir?
Well, he says that my claim has been denied.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the guy's name was because he never told me.
Okay, no problem. He's just sending it over to me now. 1 second. It's in our little chat here at work. Okay, so his name is Ron. So do you want to tell me a bit about your claim?
Okay.
Because I'm just reading it here.
We were on our way home after a 2-month trip to Upper Michigan this summer.
Okay.
When we broke down in Colorado on our way through Colorado, and I just had no power. So we pulled out to the side of the road.
Sorry, you said Colorado, right?
Pardon me?
You broke down in Colorado or in Michigan?
No, it was in Colorado.
Okay.
Where I lost the power. And if you know Colorado, you know that there are a lot of hills. So
I've never been anywhere in my life.
We were getting ready to go up one large hill, and there was a sign that says you can't make it up this hill without using low gear. I was already only being able to go 15 miles an hour. I was trying to get to a major town so that we could find out what was going on, but I just couldn't make it. So we pulled over the side of the road in one of those chain where you put chains on your car when you're going through the snow.
Oh yeah, chain gang.
Yeah, whatever they call those places. We then began to call our roadside assistance, which is through Winnebago. They arranged for us to be towed to a campground because it was Labor Day weekend. It was Saturday of Labor Day weekend. Nobody would look at it. There was no mechanic that would work on it. So they towed us to a campground which was 6 miles away. We stayed there over the holiday weekend, and on the Tuesday after Monday, well, it was after the Labor Day weekend, we were then towed to Center, Colorado, where there was an authorized mechanic to work on our vehicle. That was about 32 miles away. When we got towed there, it began to snow, and they had 6 to 8 inches of snow. Therefore, the guy couldn't look at it, and he couldn't work on it.
Does snow, yep.
Okay, so we sat there for 2 days, and so then we had to go to a motel because he had to get to the engine. He ran a diagnosis on it and found out that he needed to get to the engine, but to get to the engine, they have to go underneath the bed. So we couldn't stay there. So we went and found a motel, and because of the snow and because Center, Colorado is in the middle of nowhere, they couldn't get the parts flown in.
Okay. Did the snow have crystals in it?
It was, if you see the stuff that I sent you, if you see the pictures, you'll see that the snow is piled up on the motorhome and the Jeep. Do you have the pictures?
Yeah, but my system just froze for a second, so I need a few minutes.
Okay, you got the snows piled up on the Jeep, that we pull and on the motorhome.
Okay. So when you stayed in Colorado, so how many days did you have to get the motel for?
We had to get the motel for 4 days. So we were there a
was
total
it like
of
a
6
really was it like a really seedy motel that like
yeah, it was
were there like
was
hookers outside looking for a good
an
time?
upgrade from a Motel 6.
Okay.
It was a
on
very
the final
small
day
town that we had to stay in, which called
did you get
Monte Vista, Colorado, which was 14 miles away from where the mechanic was to repair the thing.
Okay, did you get a continental breakfast each morning?
Yes, we did.
Okay, was it delivered to your room?
No, we had to go get it.
Okay, so it wasn't like sealed up in like an envelope or anything?
What do you mean an envelope?
It was in a
Not an envelope, but like you know what I mean.
Yeah, it was in a bag. It was in a paper bag.
That's what it's called.
And it was wrapped in tin foil, the egg and stuff, and they had like a cheap omelet.
Oh, okay. So I also have to ask you this. So with your RV and whatnot, do you guys have any underlying medical conditions that you were out in the middle of nowhere for this?
I'm on a CPAP and on an oxygen machine at night.
Okay, but like no like cancer, and then you can't afford your medical treatment, so you have to drive your Winnipeg out into the middle of Colorado?
No, well, we were just driving through Colorado to go home.
Okay, and where do you live, sir?
Pardon me?
What state do you live in?
California.
Oh, okay. So you're good then for all the good drugs then, driving through Colorado and then living in California. So you're good. So you don't have any underlying medical conditions. So my concern is that it overheated or broke down or whatnot. It overheated because the power supply was overloaded with
it
like
did not overheat.
Probably like small cookers or something else.
Do you
see where I'm getting
head
at?
Gaskets.
Due to like chemical reactions and whatnot, like this can happen when you're cooking a large amount of things to sell at a later date. Do you get where I'm going at with this?
No, I don't. I don't know where you're
going.
From
what I've seen from the report, I believe that you were cooking meth.
No. What gives you that idea?
It just all makes sense.
What gives you that idea?
It just all makes sense from the report that I've been giving and then what you've told me. I don't think you're being truthful with me.
I am being completely truthful with you.
I've seen the police report and like how you've had the PPE,
all the documentation
and
to you,
and the masks. Sir, do not interrupt me. I've seen the PPE, the masks, the cooking equipment, your kitchen from the police report.
We never did a police report.
What are you talking
there
about?
was never a police report.
There was when it was in the shop. When it was in the shop, they were concerned, so they made the police report.
No, there was no police report made.
Who are you talking about?
You got the right number?
Do you have the right
Yes,
people?
sir, I do.
Go get my
You're driving from Michigan through Colorado. It snowed. You broke down because of all the meth equipment that you're hauling.
Broke down because of the head gasket.
You're lucky. I'm not like you're lucky. I'm chill.
Repair shop.
You're lucky. I'm chill because like I smoke meth, and without you kind of people, I wouldn't be able to fuel my addiction. But like going across state lines is a federal offense. Do you understand what I'm saying?
We are not. We're 70 years old. How am I going to do that?
Drugs don't discriminate. It can happen at any age. Are you high right now? Is that why? Sorry?
Your name. What is your name?
My name is Kathy.
Kathy, I would like to talk to your supervisor.
What the hell are they talking about?
Oh, come on. I'm going to get fired if Well, okay, I'll let you talk to my supervisor, but don't say I'm smoking meth, okay? Because I do it in the bath too.
I'm gonna.
You're telling us we're smoking.
I'm gonna tell them.
We're 70-year-old people. We've never done drugs in our entire lives.
What claim number do you have?
Okay, I'll pass you over to my manager, but just don't tell him that I'm smoking meth.
Who are you calling from? What's the name of your company?
Hold on 1 second, okay? I gotta get another hit.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold.
Thank you for holding. This is Scobie, manager. Who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with John.
What is the name of this
John,
company?
I can calm down one at a time, please. Who am
What's
I
the name of
with?
this
The young
company?
man or the young woman? Sir, I would appreciate it if it's okay. Just let me speak to one of you at a time, okay?
Okay, you're talking to me.
I'm getting all the information forwarded over to me. If you wouldn't mind, just very calmly explain to me what the exact issue is, please.
No, I want to know what the name of your company is.
You have no idea who you're speaking to. This is First Extended Service.
Okay, and what is my claim number?
Sir, give me one moment. Does it end in... Does it begin with 17811?
No, it's not 17811.
1781. Can I help you?
And tell me the rest of the number.
Sir, I'm not going to go ahead. I'm not giving out that personal information. Either I can help you or not. I'm not quite
What do
sure
you mean
what's
you're
going
not
on.
going to give that
This is a joke.
personal information? It's my number.
Who the hell are you screaming at? Who the hell are you screaming at, young man? Put your father on the phone.
You called me and have made accusations which I'm not going to accept.
Put your father on the phone, young man. I don't have time for this.
Well, if you don't have time for this, stick it up your ass and I will report this.
This is not real.
You goddamn drug smugglers.
You got to be
Get that
fake.
shit back to New Mexico. We don't want your fucking kind here. You hear me?
Oh, this is
Hey, stick it up your
You
ass.
tell that bitch in the
Fuck
background
you,
to suck
and
my
I
dick.
will
You hear
report
me?
you.
Hang up. This is not
You
real.
fucking hoe.
I will report you.
This is not real.
You're
Hang
not
on.
going to report. I'm going to report you, matter of fact.
You go ahead. Be my
illegal
guest.
activity, drug activity,
You guys,
meth.
this is a fucking idiot.
John, hang up.
You are a fucking scumbag. That's what you are, sir.
No, you guys are scumbags. I don't know what the
I
fuck
got on
this
the line
is,
to
but
try to help you out.
I'm
going to
report you.
And yelling at me. May I please speak to your father? Sir, are you there?
Oh.
Sir, hi, Ron calling from First Extended Service. I noticed that you'd completed your call with my supervisor, and I just wanted to make sure everything was now resolved for you.
No, it's not resolved.
Oh.
Not resolved at all. When you guys tell me I'm smoking meth or cooking meth, and that's the reason, it's wrong. And I'm going to report you guys.
Oh, gosh. No, sir. I'm so sorry this has happened. Would you like to speak to our manager? And maybe they can get this resolved for you.
I thought that's who you passed me to as a manager.
That was my supervisor. I can see you spoke to my supervisor, Kathy. And obviously you're not happy, but we would like to get this resolved for you.
Kathy passed me on to somebody else.
Okay. Do you know who it was that you were speaking with?
No, I didn't get the name because the guy was very rude.
Okay. Well,
and I'm not going to give.
Don't call us back.
I'm going to. Don't call me back anymore because
oh,
I'm
sir,
gonna,
tell that
I'm
bitch in the sir, tell that bitch in the
what,
background to shut the fuck up while the men are talking, please.
You shut the fuck up.
No, tell that bitch to shut the fuck up. Get control of your woman. What kind of man are you? Bye.